winter in Sydney. And these are the lessons I've learned from not being so healthy. Don't mind me yawning. We are off to the gym. Day of filming is the day that I launched my Train with Soph recipe ebook. That's not what it's called. It's called Cook with Soph. You idiot. I haven't slept much. I've not slept a lot in a while. So I'm really just, this morning was super hectic with the launch and now I'm just heading to the gym. It's first training session since Saturday and it's Wednesday. So not too long, but for me a while. And before that I had trained like twice. It's just been so crazy with this launch, but with business stuff, as I like do more and more launches, it's like my first launch having a team to help me. So it's like learning how that process goes and refining that. So I'm really excited to like make that process better and not have sleeplessness as much as this one has been. So anyway, I'm off to the gym to train. I'm feeling really low energy. I've got a bit of a headache, so I was like contemplating resting and going, but I just really want to move my body. So I'm not going to be doing any like records or any crazy lifting, but I'm just going to go and move my body. And I've got my tripod, so I'm going to film this session because I've actually got time. I haven't taken you guys to a gym session in a while. So that's what we're going to do. We're doing a full body day, and right now my program is literally 2 days and I just go a rest day in between because it's like super low kind of volume and frequency. So they're just 2 days I repeat. There's a heavy day and a light day. So I've got my shoes to do the heavy day, which is a deadlift, but I'm probably not going to go super heavy. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll see what I'm feeling when I get there, but I'm taking you with, so let us go. Workout done. What I'm actually wanting is egg whites, but it seems to be sold out freaking everywhere. So the trial of milks continues. I'm trying this Nutty Bruce almond milk that everyone suggested. I'm in the milk section now. I would like to find gluten-free oat milk. I don't know how much luck I'm gonna have, but the quest for a good milk replacement for oat milk continues. Anyway, I'm just getting some ingredients because I'm starting this like anti-candida diet. So can't wait to have no sugar in my life. Workout is finito. I didn't find egg whites at the supermarket, which was very annoying. And I'm also out at home. Oh, I've got frozen ones. They need to defrost. Okay, I'm just thinking aloud now. I also went a bit mental with the milks. I got 2 almond milks to try, and I also found a macadamia milk, so we'll see how that goes. But whilst that workout is fresh in my head, I just wanted to talk about a few of the exercises and tips and cues and stuff. So what do we got? From the top, we've got, I was actually meant to start with the seated leg curl, but I started with deadlifts because I forgot. You'll notice that all of these are like 1 set. So I did 2 sets for the deadlifts, the rest were all 1 set, and they were kind of moderate reps. The reason being is because I'm like building back my strength and just going based on my energy. Where my health is at right now, my energy is just so low, so I'm not really able to tolerate super high volume. So deadlifts were RPT, which is reverse pyramid training. We warm up to our heaviest weight for working set number 1, and then we drop the weight back for set number 2, but we increase the reps. So you'll see I did 8 reps at 90 kilos, and then I dropped the weight back to 80 kilos and I did 10 reps. My battery is about to die, I don't have a spare, so I'm gonna finish the rest of these cues back home. All right, we're back in the house. We've got some battery, we've been recharged, ready to jump back into the exercises. So, okay, deadlifts. So as I said before, the workout, I was gonna drop the weight back a bit. So 90 kilos for the first set, which was my top weight, and then I dropped back to 80 kilos for the rest. I am working on a few different technique cues in my mind at the moment. So I'm really focusing on engaging my core and making sure my rib cage isn't opening up, because that weakens the core. So I'm trying to engage my core by having a little bit of round, like that crunch, like when you do an ab crunch, that kind of shape with my stomach, rather than opening up and opening my chest up to the room. So that's a cue that I'm working on. I'm just practicing that with lower weight until that comes more automatic to me. And I recommend that with anyone trying to work on their technique, starting with lower weight before you focus on building up weight for reps. So then we move on to the second exercise. We've got this seated leg curl, and this is just 1 set. So before all of these 1 sets, I am doing warm-up sets with a lighter weight, just like 1 set, maybe like anywhere from 5 to 8 reps. So this one I did 66 kilos, I think. And as you can see, I struggled quite a bit at rep number 5 or 6, I think it was. So I got out as many as I could. They were partial reps at the end there. The goal is at the moment to have like proper full range technique, full range reps. But I just kind of overshot on this one. So I dropped the weight back a bit and added another 3 reps onto this one. So what you want to do is focus on pushing your knees up into the pad and driving your heels down and keeping your core engaged. So core engagement is like my biggest tip for every exercise that you do, but it's going to be look and feel different in each exercise. So then we moved on to the hack squat again, 1 set, 10 reps. And with this one, you can see I can get pretty good depth in this, and the bottom point of the squat, or the squat movement pattern, is typically the weakest point. It's the hardest point to come up from. So these hack squats are going to be really good for building my strength and carrying over to increasing my strength and weight in my barbell squats. So with these, I went pretty light here just because I wasn't going too heavy in this session today. So I chucked on 30 kilos and then whatever the weight of the machine is, I can't remember how heavy it is, and just did like full clean reps, really focused on keeping my back against the little pad seat bit so that's not coming up, and just again focusing on engaging my core. And then we're moving on to the next exercise, which is the dual handle lat pull down, and reps have gone up for the upper body stuff and the remainder of this workout. So it's less focused for me on super heavy weights for upper body and more focused on technique and reps and range of motion. So this is 20 reps, and I think I was doing 26 kilos here. So definitely have the strength to go heavier, but I'm not wanting to build my upper body that much. It's just to help with posture and to help me with my deadlifts and any other lift that requires some upper body strength to be able to like grip the bar and move the bar. Then we move on to our cable lateral raise. So I'm doing this on an angle, and the cue that I'm really focusing on at the moment, because it does, if you do like incorrect technique, it's putting a bit of strain on my lat, which is an injury I've got at the moment, my left side. So what I'm thinking is pushing my shoulder down and then to the side. Like instead of thinking I've got to lift this up, I'm pushing down and out, like against the walls. If the walls are either side of me, I'm pushing them outwards, if that makes sense. And you don't want to come up too high, because as soon as you come up too high, that'll leave delt region and go into trap region. So anywhere above like parallel, with your arm parallel, is going to go into the trap. So we're not working our traps, we're working our delt. So you don't have to focus on bringing it all the way up. This was meant to be 20 reps, but I think I only got 13 because my delts are pretty weak in this movement. I'm not even weak, it's just because the cable has constant tension on the delt, it is a difficult exercise versus something like a dumbbell lateral raise where there's less tension on the delt for the whole movement. So this is winter in Sydney. It's 20 degrees right now. It is like actually hot. Like I just don't know why I'm wearing a long sleeve. Totally could have put my swimmers on and gone for a dip, but seriously, check it. Stunning. So this is all part of my health overhaul, health reboot. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but just a bit of an overhaul of health. I was still like getting outside and coming down and getting my steps in and stuff, but I wasn't doing it in daylight, and vitamin D is so important. I've been listening to heaps of podcasts on wanting to get I think it was negative ions from the ground, so you get this from grounding, so getting like feet in the sand more, on the ground, spending more time in the sun. So this is kind of the lifestyle portion of the health overhaul that I'm hitting. All right, what is up? What is up? You know what? I feel like more and more I'm saying that this YouTube is random, because I've really lumped myself in as a fitness influencer, and I feel like I have convinced myself that I always only can talk about fitness and dieting and nutrition, and I kind of want to expand on my horizons a bit, because there's so much more that health is about, and I really want to be focusing more on holistic and overall health and general well-being, with a huge emphasis on moving your body and training your mind and training your body and training yourself to just live your best life. Like that's what health and fitness was for me. It's something that makes me feel competent to take on life every day, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, it's not a random YouTube. It's like, here's a bit of me training and a bit of my life as a business owner, and I really want to talk more about my life as a business owner, because it's my life. Like, this is what I'm doing here. I'm sharing my life with you guys, and I want to be like, this is how I stay healthy and active. And these are the lessons I've learned from not being so healthy with like the launch and everything, and what I've learned from that, and how I'm going to change that for the next phase of my journey, which is this massive health overhaul. So my next YouTube, I'm going to be going in depth with the health overhaul, but this was just a bit of a workout for you guys for like a stressed body, plus some tips and cues and stuff, and a little bit of my life in Sydney and my life, I guess, how it's all going. I don't know, I'm rambling now. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of tie this YouTube together with just saying, yeah, I'm going to be sharing a little bit more of like different aspects of my life that aren't so specific to just training and nutrition. So I hope you guys will stick around for those kinds of videos. But until then, I will see you in the next video, which is going to be all about my health overhaul and a bit of an update on what's going on there. So I'll chat to you guys then. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. I always forget this part of my outro, but if you don't want to miss any videos, just hit subscribe and you can turn notifications on. But I do always message on Instagram to remind you guys to check out my videos when they're going live. So go check out my Instagram too if you want. All right guys, I'll see you really soon. Bye.